Welcome everybody to J Moore Reacts. I'm your host J Moores, and today we're about to take a look at a video from Randy Tells All regarding the American people being at their wits end about all this shit being so fucking expensive. Real, man. Inflation's up 25%. You can't buy a goddamn jug of milk for less than $50. You can't buy a house, you can't buy a car, you can't put your kids through school, you can't do nothing but hold your damn feet and cry. You feel what I'm saying? But if you're new to the channel, man, like, follow, subscribe, and also turn on your notification bell so you never miss one of my uploads. Without further ado, let's hop into the video.
Got a 12-pack and a burrito, $123. Why am I still in this country? I'm not sure.
For real. Dead
123 USD in Mexico, that's a used Toyota Camry.
Bro has already made his he already made his choice. He's gotten his burrito, he's gotten his Modelo, he got a thick mustache, he's got that angry I want to get the hell out of this country look on his face, and I bet you $20 he's gonna make another I'm going to Mexico reference. I bet you. Watch this, y'all. Watch.
Adios.
He going to Mexico. He gone, y'all. He left right after the video. He was on his way to the Mexico border when he made the video. G. Dead ass, for real. I believe that. I believe that in my heart.
Stop blaming people for the way the economy is. We don't need to cut back on nothing else. We done cut back on everything.
True.
There's nothing else left. It's just not enough.
Amen.
Y'all telling me that now it's the car note. Nah, your car note might probably too high. Bro, I have a Kia. My shit's only $400 something. The insurance only like $150. I can't get it no lower. That's as low as it's gonna go, bro. It's the economy. It's nothing that I'm doing. I'm not buying nothing extra. I'm not taking flights. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not overspending on lunch, luxuries, goods, nothing. Everything just too high.
Going on a vacation, once or twice in a year used to be the norm. You feel what I'm saying? We all, whenever we was growing up and stuff we all went on some type of vacation, went to grandma's house, or we went on a cruise or something like that because we were able to do it. Our families was able to allocate the proper funds to make sure that, hey, in December or in January, whatever the case may be, we going on a cruise or we going out of town, we're going to Disney, Legoland, whatever the case may be. And yeah, that's what, and 9 times out of 10 it happens. But at this period of time, with all this shit being so expensive, man, I would lose money walking to the damn mailbox the way the economy going on right now. Dead ass, for real. So that's why I'm going. For sure.
It's not enough money in circulation. Make the prices go down. That's what'll fix it. It's not nothing I'm doing.
Hey YouTube, everywhere online people are talking about
and see, I stay on the East Coast. Now I've heard the horror stories, and I also did a video too on the prices like in places like New York and stuff like that, where these kids don't even have a shower in their house. They got a goddamn shimmy and shit, like they playing Tomb Raider to get to the bathroom, to the toilet, so they can doodle. Can't do nothing in this freaking country nowadays, bro. Nothing that does not require you to spend a whole bunch of damn money. Can't go nowhere. You feel me? So things need to change, and we need to come together as the American people and just say, hey man, enough is enough, G. Enough is enough. Y'all messing shit all up around here. Feel me? Like whenever you was back in school and you seen that kid, he always getting F's and shit. We doing the Scantron test and he just bubbling the answers, fucked everything up. Big F. Big old F on that grade. And I find it interesting because, I just recently watched Pearl Harbor. I watched Pearl Harbor, and I also watched Midway, which is about Pearl Harbor too as well. I seen the sacrifices that those guys made for them to have freedom in this country, for them not have to worry about their families being taken advantage of by another leader or something. They fought hard. People lost their lives. People, and even till this day, you feel what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure there's a couple of soldiers out there, probably a little sprinkle of them, just because time is passing, and those guys were going through a lot at that period of time, man. It was definitely stressful. You feel me? But it just makes me think, like, those guys made a sacrifice, a big sacrifice for a country that just do not give two shits about them, their sacrifice, or their families. That's the big picture right there, bro. Dead ass. They might give them a couple of medals and all this good jazz, but I remember when Donald Trump was saying all types of nefarious shit about military vets. That right there, that notion right there, we should have got him up out of there. He should have been gone. Because don't nobody need to be over here saying no negative shit about the vets at all, bro. Them folks go out there and fight for this country. So when they fight for this country, they damn sure don't need to be coming back pinching pennies and shit, waving signs at the freeway, you know, talking about I'm a military vet with no freaking legs and he can't fucking work. You feel what I'm saying? Just because our economy's so fucking structurally fucked up. That's wrong. That's wrong as hell. Dead ass.
Stuck financially, not because they're refusing to work hard, but because the life they expected to build seems harder to reach than ever.
True.
In today's TikTok compilation, we're looking at these frustrations and why so many Americans feel like they're running full speed without getting very far. The bigger issue isn't just rising prices, it's that the rewards people thought that would come from years of hard work doesn't seem as guaranteed as it used to.
People think, oh, these kids are so burned out, they're just lazy. It's like, no, they're working 40 hours a week, but at the end of the month, they have nothing to show for.
We haven't taught them financial freedom. You remember? They defunded the schools. They defunded the schools, and not like the schools were like freaking extravagant places anyway, but they defunded the schools. So any strong education they were gonna get before they got defunded, they not gonna get that no more. They don't get this bare minimum push them in, push them out routine. Push them in, push them out. No kid left behind type deal. You feel what I'm saying? Like, man, this shit's really sad, bro. It's really sad. And it's not Gen Z's fault, it's not millennials' fault, it's not boomers' fault. It's these rich folks that are in control, that are just retrofitting to this shitty ass system. The system does not work. It don't work for nobody. It don't work. It don't work. It don't work. And let me tell you that. We already know that it don't work, right? So if it don't work for us, who do you think this system works for? I give you some time. Who do you think this system works for? Because obviously somebody's making some money off of it. It's just not us. And every time you turn around, they buying planes, spending a whole bunch of money on freaking data centers out in bumfuck Egypt and shit like that. That's wasting all of our natural resources. And you know, we sitting here complaining about it, but nobody's stopping. They going full force. So whoever's in charge, who's ever making, you know, pulling the strings and shit, are the people that do not give no fucks about the American people, our survival, our kids' futures. They don't give a fuck about none of that. None of it. So stop. If you start seeing who I'm talking about, stop supporting these folks. Stop giving your money out to these situations when they asking for money and stuff like that. Let them motherfuckers drown and then get them up out of here too after that. Be like, okay, yeah, we didn't want that. Get your ass up out of here. Sending them packing. Real, man, this shit's getting ridiculous, dog. And when y'all go, and this year, next year, whenever we actually voting in the president, if you not paying attention to absolutely nothing of what's going on as far as the logistics on what this person is preaching or what their intentions are, don't take your ass to the poll. Don't go. If you just gonna be like, oh, I just want to be a dick rider because of the color of their skin, looking at things only surface level deep, get your ass out of there. You don't need to fucking vote. We need to start doing evaluations at these polls, dog. Doing some evaluations for real. Seeing what kind of motherfuckers be out here just scribbling on scantrons and shit. I know they don't use scantrons whenever they voting, but I'm just saying, you know, hypothetical. Yeah. We need to start doing some evaluations, and if they seem like they're just hella biased, they worried about folks taking their jobs and woo and all this good shit, get him up out of here. He don't need to vote. He's not in his right mind. It's kind of like somebody that's in court. If you start seeing that somebody's incompetent and they can't function in court, they don't go to court. They don't even put him in the courtroom. It's pointless. Same thing we need to do with these voting polls, man. If you acting like you incompetent, like you ain't got no damn sense, your ass need to take your ass right back home. Don't give a fuck how you got there. Your auntie, sister, brother, cousin brung you need to take your ass back. Dead ass. For real.
For it. So if you're not making any progress and you look back 5 years and go, damn, I made $300,000 in the last 5 years, or I made $400,000 in the last 5 years, and I have nothing.
But let me finish my statement. I'm sorry. But yeah, we should have been teaching our kids financial freedom in schools. That's what we should have been doing. Stock market, all the shit that these motherfuckers be making their money off of. And then after that, I want to see society functions. When everybody is comfortable, everybody making a decent amount of money, everybody know how to play the game. Let's see how this country works. But no, they want to sit here and tell us that working 40 hours a freaking week and busting our ass and going to college and getting all this damn debt is the way to progress in society. That made no sense to me. It made no sense to me for a long ass time. And it still don't make no sense to me now. You feel me? Versus making programs and stuff like that that would help solidify people, you know, in certain fields that they're going to school for. You feel what I'm saying? Give them stop. You got all these little loopholes and shit where people can make money out of thin air, but then you got all these American people in freaking debt versus just saying, hey, all right, if you go to college, you complete college, you know, do your thug this, get your degree and stuff like that. All of that money, we'll just write it off on our taxes. We write it on American people taxes. We'll write it off on American tax. We'll do whatever the fuck we need to do to show these people that, hey, you went to school, you did your work, you put it into work. You shouldn't feel like you're suffering afterwards. Yeah! You shouldn't feel like you're getting taken advantage of after working so hard. You know, you completed your degree and everything, and you want to go back to school. Okay, all right, we give you a little bit more money. It ain't a loan. We just don't give it to you because, you know, we make money, just pop out of thin air any damn way. So we're just going ahead and give it to you to make this country a little bit more sustainable and a little bit more functional, just because everybody know what the fuck they doing. You understand me? Like, but I don't see that happening. That would make too much sense, right? That would make way too much sense. Man, these jobs out here, these 9-to-5 jobs, boy, they don't really give a fuck about their employees no more. They don't care. Why? Because they know that there's a demand for jobs. Everybody needs a job. So even if you have the experience, you get hired, they're going to act like they doing your damn favor. They're going to give you this bare minimum ass salary. And don't you damn dare think about getting a damn promotion or getting a raise. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. I've been doing electronics for, I'll say about 15 years. You know, I'm 36 now. I've been doing it for 15 years. I've been doing it for a long ass goddamn time. You feel what I'm saying? Electronic, you can ask my mama. Even when I was a kid, I was always taking shit apart, looking shit up. Like, I used to take apart everything. Like the remotes, game systems. Electronics has always been a big passion of mine, right? I ended up getting a job at this electronic repair spot. Okay. Now, when I first started working there, you know, they were telling me all the opportunities that could potentially be presented to me if I worked hard. So what I did, I worked hard, you know, and bust my ass. And when that time started coming up to whereas I'm like, hey, you know, it's about time for that dollars started getting a little higher. Then they had a problem. Then I was the issue now. I'm asking too freaking much, right? Even though this is what we talked about. I'm asking too much. So eventually I just said, hey man, I'm not going to continue to give y'all fucking free work while y'all just prance around here and y'all just expect me just be like, just compliant and just be like, oh yeah, my pockets are getting fucking thin, but I love hanging out with you guys. Nah, fuck no. When it's bad, it's all bad. You feel what I'm saying? And when my money bad, oh yeah, I ain't got no friends around here. I'm sorry. I ain't shaking no hands, kissing no babies. I'm pissed.
If anything, I have $25,000 in debt. That's going to create burnout because you feel like you just put in 5 years of work and have nothing to show for it. And we still have people blaming them that, well, the reason you're broke is because of the coffee. It's like, no, it's the 25% inflation that we've faced that just destroyed people's spending power.
The second time I've heard somebody say that they had a conversation with somebody else and they said that, oh, stop buying coffee. How much fucking coffee are y'all buying? I think I go to Starbucks like 2 times a year. So if y'all just need to be running off coffee, y'all need to go find you a coffee supplier and get that shit for the cheap. Cause going to Starbucks, that ain't no fake coffee. That's some decorations ass coffee. That's some pretty and pink ass coffee. That ain't no real coffee.
It's the 30% increase in rent prices where people are spending 40% of their money on rent. You're still being taxed 20, 25, 30%.
True.
People just don't have any money. People aren't having kids. They're not being able to start families. People are struggling financially, fighting financially. Relationships are suffering. This is all decline in living standards.
True.
You realize millennials with degrees are living with roommates into their 30s, not having kids? How do you have a Thanksgiving in a 900 square foot apartment? How do you have a dog and go play in the backyard and make memories with your kids? I was living in an apartment complex just 2.5 years ago. tons of kids. They may do, but they're all playing on the cement floors in the hallway because they don't have a yard. Because houses are $400,000. Humans are good at adapting, but there's a fine line between adapting and being taken advantage of, and I think we're being taken advantage of.
Very true. Oh my God. I applaud that man. I applaud that man. That man sees the bigger damn picture. He see the bigger dang on picture. Because man, look, if you were able to buy land, buy a house, buy a car, there would be less people fighting back and forth. There would be less people retrofit into all of this chaos that's on the internet just for financial gain. Because that's what everybody doing right now. Everybody's struggling, right? Everybody going through shit. Ain't nobody got no money, or they feel like they would have had more money if the economy was different. But then the internet provides you with this I don't know what it is. It's kind of like dangling shit in front of you, like, hey, if you do a little crazy shit, we'll pay you. We'll pay you for the crazy stuff. And that's what people doing. They just always on the internet doing some nefarious ass crazy fucking shit, just trying to get some damn views, trying to get some damn money. You feel what I'm saying? So whoever's in charge, they expected that shit to happen. You can't tell me that they did. I don't give a damn. If you feel different, leave in the comments, but I don't think so. I think everybody probably feel the same damn way. These goddamn shit's going in the hell in the handbasket. Hell in the handbasket.
We were sold a lie. We were told that if we go to college, we get a better education, and we just work really hard, we could have the American dream.
Right.
That's just not the case anymore. That's not the case anymore.
True.
I did that. I got a better education. I got a job that's supposed to be good. I worked hard. And honestly, I'm making the most money I've ever made in my life. And I'm probably the brokest I've ever been. Inflation is out of control.
True.
Inflation is the problem. Our wages are not keeping up with the cost of living.
True. Very
Gas is $5 a gallon. Rent is
and see, we
astronomical.
used to see that shit on movies and be like, oh my God, oh God, oh man, why are their gas prices so? It actually happened to us. We spending $5 on 1 gallon of gas. Go get you a 1 gallon jug of milk. Put gas in it. $5 fucking for that. For sure. Economy's fucked up out here. You feel me? Now, mind you, man, let me tell you, my mom has always been an advocate for having a job, bro. My mom has been a police officer. She has did real estate. She used to work for Airborne Express when Airborne Express was a thing. My mom's worked for DHL for numerous of freaking years. You feel what I'm saying? So she's always had money, always been able to do whatever the fuck she wants to. But when I start hearing my mom's a boomer. I started hearing my mom going from job to job to job to job to job. My mom calling me talking about something. Oh, I'm in a job interview. I might have to call you back. What? You in a job interview? What you got going on? You feel me? And then I heard a situation, and this goes back to what I was saying before about these jobs just really not giving a fuck about their employees. My mom ended up getting fired from a job that she's been working for like 6 years because of a plastic fork and a plastic spoon.
What the hell?
Yes. That's how they treating their employees nowadays. They building up all of these warehouses, which are practically fucking jails, and just throwing people in them, mistreating them, and then whenever they get burned out, they just kick them out the fucking door. No pension, no nothing. Just, all right, bye, see you later, and then throw somebody else in the damn spot. This shit's getting ridiculous, man. It's getting real ridiculous and really sad because we need to come together. We need to start coming together as the American people and saying, hey, man, enough is enough. This shit don't work. This system does not work for absolutely no fucking body. That ass, man.
Economical. Forget buying a fucking house. It's not possible. Groceries, take out a loan. Take out a fucking loan if you want to buy groceries on a monthly basis. And I have a child, so I have to buy groceries on almost a weekly basis,
right.
If not, maybe every 2 weeks. It's just bullshit. We can't keep doing things the way that our parents, our grandparents did things. We have to change something. Something has to change.
For a long time, people were told that if they worked hard, stayed out of trouble, and kept...
Well, with technology evolving as quickly as it is, if anybody that was in power had even a little bit of love for the American people, we would have incorporated all of this new technology into making the Americans' life better. Better. We could have did that. Could have had, we look at these old futuristic movies and see all these flying cars and stuff like that. We could have been there. We could have been there. But we got too many greedy ass old farts sticking money in their pocket and not sharing with the American people, the people that they got the money from. They're not. They just stick it in their pockets and then they fucking go croak over and not only that, they are part of some type of mischievous organization to keep the American middle class and low class fighting, going back and forth, keep black folks going back and white folks going back and forth, keep straights and gays going back and forth. Why they over here just doing like this? For real. That's what they want. And that shit's wrong, bro. It's wrong. And it's sad, dog. I hope things change very soon, but I don't think they are.
And moving forward, certain milestones would eventually come. Owning a house is one of them. Starting a family without constantly worrying about money was another. Even something as simple as taking a vacation every year used to feel more realistic for average families. Now a lot of people look at these goals and see price tags that seem impossible to reach. And what's interesting is that many aren't asking for luxury. They're not talking about mansions or sports cars. They're talking about things that used to be considered pretty normal parts of adulthood. When those goals start feeling further and further away every single year, people naturally start questioning whether all their efforts actually paying off. That's where a lot of the frustration comes from. It's not just the money itself, it's about feeling the reward at the end of the road that keeps getting pushed further and further away.
True.
6 figures is no longer enough. I don't know how y'all are surviving in the US economy. I don't know how people are making it. For some reason, all of these videos keep popping up on my feed about people losing their jobs and can't sell their house, groceries are too high, they work in 3 jobs and it's still not enough. And it's just like, I don't even search this stuff, but the algorithm must know, like, it's getting hard. It's getting hard for all of us. Even if you make 6 figures, even if you make 100,000, 200,000, like, it's literally not enough.
See, if the economy was leveled with how much people make. So while the economy is going up, if it was like, if they both were going up at then you won't really feel the difference because you'll be making a lot more money. You feel me? So then with things being a little bit more expensive, you still purchase them, because you're making the money. But when your paycheck is down here and the economy steady doing like this, yeah, it's not going to go as far as it used to anymore. So that ain't got nothing to do with Starbucks. These people are just doing average everyday things that they already was anticipating on doing, and they are basically driving themselves in a hole because of it, which is wrong. Lord Jesus.
It's like everything continues to go up. Everything except our salaries.
Right. Yeah.
So I just want to know, let's have a conversation in the comment section. Who is doing okay? Who is struggling? Who is at wit's end? Who is like, I'm this close?
Hold on. She asking too much now. She asking too much. You basically asking a whole bunch of people that's struggling, or somebody that's well off to say, hey, I'm well off. So they go in there and goddamn rob it. Don't say it. Prank caller. Don't do that. For real.
To being living out of my car.
Because I'm coming to your profile and ask you for $2.
Close to. And then the thing is, it's the domino effect, because as soon as people get to their wits end point to where it's like, I'm willing to do whatever I gotta do to survive, to feed my family. And this is why you have the domino effect of all the violence, all
sell feet pics, do little kids parties as the fucking clown, sell Pokemon cards, man. Whatever you gotta do, bro. Whatever you got to daggone do to make sure that your requirements are being met. Hey, bro, do your thug thizzle, man. Ain't nobody mad at you nowadays, bro. Just don't be going out here doing this chuck the bitter ass shit, because all you gonna do is get your ass smacked. Dead ass.
This and that is because everything is trickling down.
True.
We literally cannot survive. And if you have not invested, if you don't have any savings, if you don't have any assets, if you've been living paycheck to paycheck before all of this, now you're going into debt, or some people can't even borrow money. Like, we are in literal hard times. If you are not in the United States, let me know where you are and how the economy is for you.
God dang, she asking a whole
we in
bunch.
bad times, we in hard times with the
That's
United
too much,
States
goddamn.
economy.
Shit, you might as well go and give her
job
Social Security
market.
number.
I'm so
Yeah.
grateful that I have a job, that I make the money that I do, but none of it is guaranteed. None of it's guaranteed. We could wake up tomorrow and be like, you know, all these people getting laid off back to back.
Oh, so you're not dealing with a financial hardship. Girl, shut up. Go, bye. How you gonna say all of that and then turn around and be like, well, it could be going, yeah, you could have got hit by a bus going to school. Yes, it's out here. Oh, she feeling it. I got you, sis. Okay.
I just want to get ahead in life.
I know.
And I'm doing all the things that we're supposed to be doing. We're working, we're paying our bills, we're barely paying bills. Our utility payment a month is almost as much as our mortgage. Sometimes it's as much as our mortgage.
The utilities? Hold up. You said your utility. What type of utilities are you talking about? Because if you built your house or you got Joe Schmo to hook up your electricity, you might need to go and get somebody to evaluate that shit. Because I had a little situation back in Florida. I stayed in this cabin. Me and my wife and my son stayed in this cabin for about a year, right off a lake. Nice little spot. But man, the small little cabin that we stayed in, that shit cost us like $1,000 the first fucking month. We was like, oh no, what the fuck is going on? So we end up finding out that the electricity wasn't wired up properly, and we end up getting a lot of that money. It was actually more than $1,000, but we end up getting a lot of that money back as credit, to the point whereas I see like the first 3 months while they were trying to figure it out, we were still paying, so then our electric will stay on. So eventually, whenever everything, and what ended up happening is, it was crazy. It was on a Friday evening. I'm calling CDE. Y'all know what CDE is, right? You know, the fucking electric company in Florida. There's some places in Florida. But hear me out. So I'm calling them and everything. I get this young lady to answer the phone. So the young lady was actually about to leave. She was on her way out the door. And I said, hey, you know, woody woo. At this time, I already called like 6-7 times. And just so happened, she said, hold on. She looked at my bill, and she had a bill of her own in her car. She said, hold on, let me compare your bill to my bill. So she's gone for about 20 minutes, and she comes back and says, Mrs. Jackson, there's something definitely wrong. Because the wattage usage on hers was close to mine's, and my money, how much money I was on, was double. So whenever Monday came about, she went ahead and continued the process on figuring out what the hell went on. And whenever I called, she told me that they had gave us a credit back, gave us a whole, I think like $1,400. We didn't have to pay the whole time we were there after this shit. So we basically paid our whole entire stay in like 3 months. Dead ass. For real, man. So if your utilities are more expensive and you stand in a house that was like newly built or whatever, hey, get the electric company to take a look at your bill, man, because you might be paying a little bit too damn much. So, word to the wise.
Paying bills. And heaven forbid something fucking come up.
True. Very true.
Like needing a tooth fucking pulled.
Yeah.
I know you see that. But it's okay. Because my husband has a really good job. And he has insurance. What a fucking joke. It's okay, guys. We're doing so good in life that we're making more money than we've ever made in our life. It's okay, guys, because we're all covered on insurance. It's okay, guys, because we should be making enough money with our health coverage and our dental insurance that we should be able to pay our fucking bills, and we should be able to pay our fucking groceries. We should be able to go to the dentist and use our fucking dental insurance.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We have the dental insurance, but that'll be $800 fucking dollars to have that tooth pulled. Because the insurance isn't actually gonna pay for it.
That is crazy. And see, I had a little boo boo too. You know, when you start getting older, I'm gonna tell Uncle J Moore is gonna put you in them game. All right, when you start getting older, these motherfuckers right here, they start going. They start going, G. For real. I got a couple of boo boos in my own. My teeth look icy white from here. But I got a little couple of boo boos of my own that I had to deal with. I had my wisdom teeth still in my mouth when I was like well into my 20s. I say like I was like 20, 24 whenever this situation had happened. I was out of town. And I was eating something and my wisdom tooth cracked to the point whereas, and it kept cracking after the initial damage happened. It kept cracking to the point like I had a hole through my tooth. I could see the skin behind the tooth. And bro, whenever I would breathe and that air would get inside of that tooth, oh my God. It stops. I don't give a damn how strong you are, what gym membership you got, bro. When that air get inside of that tooth, bro, it's almost like somebody just took your head and just shook it. For real. Every nerve in your body reacts to these motherfuckers. And when these nerves in your mouth start getting touched, yes, bro, that shit hurts. It got to the point whereas I used to hear music from somewhere. I used to take the putty, the little, little blue container that you get from Walmart. I used to take the putty and pack that shit in there to where if the air didn't hit it. Okay, anyway, the air didn't hit it, and I would pack it in there, pack it up real tight so the air can hit it, and then I would turn around and drink E&J, the liquor. Yeah, I'd be in there drinking E&J, fucked up, because whenever it seemed like I would put alcohol on it, the alcohol would numb it, and then it wouldn't feel so bad. You know what I mean? But I couldn't keep doing that shit, bro. I was going through a bottle a day. Not because I was just an alcoholic. It was because of the simple fact that if I didn't do it, my head would just be throbbing all freaking day. And you can't function like that. Can't even think. You can't even say your damn ABCs when your head hurt that damn hard. For real, G. So, but I was actually fortunate enough to get me a PPO from Humana, like $15. 15 freaking dollars. Okay. So the very first place that I went to after I came back home, because I was, like I said, I was out of town. I went to Aspen Dental. I went to Aspen freaking Dental. Do not, under any circumstances, go to Aspen Dental to pull a damn tooth out your pocket, at your mouth. I'm telling you, don't do it. Because them folks tried to charge me $15,000 to pull out a wisdom tooth. Y'all niggas are high as hell. High on your high horse. Have to fix that. But anyway, too high on your high horse, G. That ass. So I end up finding and then the Aspen Dental didn't tell me any other recommendations. They treat that shit like McDonald's. It's like, hey, if you not eat McDonald's, we can't recommend anything else for you. So I end up going to a family dentist. And just so happened they did take my insurance, my dental insurance, and they only charged me $85. From being super pissed off from hearing that figure from Aspen Dental to hearing that $85, and they will go ahead and schedule it, bro. I started crying, G. I ain't gonna lie to you. I started crying, boo-hoo, crying, especially when they actually pulled it out. And I seen, because I attempted to take it out myself. I did. Man, I had some pliers, and I'm a goat now. I had some pliers in that motherfucker. I was trying to pull that motherfucker out of my mouth. I so did. But once you see how long the tooth is, it's kind of like trying to dig up a fucking oak tree stump with a pickaxe, and then finally somebody comes around with a backhoe and picks it up, and you get to see the roots going through it. You be like, oh yeah, I was never going to get to the end of that. I was going to be working for the rest of my damn life trying to work that motherfucker out. That ass, for real. And then it was going to hurt like hell. It was going to be bleeding like a damn stuffed hog too. So yeah, bro, I feel her pain when it comes to this tooth shit, man. But let's continue.
I have to pay for it up front. I have to pay the entire bill up front,
Yeah.
and then the insurance might reimburse me. And I said, let's go ahead and schedule an appointment, right? We'll go ahead and put you on our schedule. We just need you to pay the total today. Today. It's fun.
Another reason people feel so stretched thin is because modern life seems to be built around monthly payments. Before people even think about saving money, a huge chunk of their paycheck is already spoken for. There's rent or a mortgage, car insurance, phone bills, internet,
You're right.
streaming
You're absolutely
services, health
right.
expenses.
Absolutely right. Once you once you get that check, 9 times out of 10, you basically robbing Peter to pay Piper. You feel what I'm saying? For those that know what that means, you know, you basically take your money, you get paid, and then that money don't even sit in your pocket. You don't even qualify that money as your own money, even though you work for it, because you know that you got to pay your bills and you got to take care of your family, man. But let your boy know in the comments what you guys think about the economy and what's going on right now today in the world as far as inflation and not being able to afford shit. All right, man. But I appreciate you guys for showing your boy some support. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one, man. Till next time, peace out.